We are here at Black Point Marina with Josh Stoner from Stoner Boatworks on his latest and greatest 23 right here behind me. Absolutely beautiful build, and this is the first time that Josh actually branches out to a dealer, which is out in Connecticut, Palmer's Cove. So it's great to see the growth, the expansion. He's always been a small builder. The fit and finish is phenomenal, and he's keeping that quality over at these dealerships. So curious to see how it works out. If you're interested in that area, keep your eye out because this beauty is going to be there soon and it will be available for sale. Let's jump on board and take a closer look around. So now that we're on the Stoner 23, obviously they have different power options. This one has a V8 300 in the back. Josh tells us it tops out at about 51, 52 miles an hour. And at that speed, you're doing about 2.1 miles per gallon. At a cruising speed of 40 miles an hour, you'll do mid threes, 3.4, 3.5 miles per gallon all day long. So spectacular numbers with the very powerful V8 300 Mercury in the back. So we went through the power options, the rear seating, but I want you guys just to soak this boat in a little bit. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I think the beauty comes in the minimalistic features that it has. It's kind of like a custom sport fish if you were to look at a Spence or a Bayless or something like that. Faux teak tow rail up here, Helm pod up front, huge flare, but in a small 23-foot package. But before we get into all the details of the boat, we want Josh to whip us around and show us what this thing can do. Let's go. All right, Josh, so this one's going up to Palmer Cove up in Connecticut. That's a new dealer you guys are dealing with?
Yep.
Did I say that right? Palmer Cove?
Yeah, Palmer's Cove.
Palmer's Cove, there we go. I knew I had something
Cove
wrong.
Marina.
All right, so we've spoken to them there. Really excited about the partnership between you guys. This boat just needs to be seen. Once you lay eyes on this thing, forget it, which I'm sure, I'm not saying it because I got this guy next to me. You know, once you look at one, you know, call me up and let me know what you think. But it's good to see you guys expanding up to that area. Curious to see what goes out. And I'd love to see more boats up in that space. But what are the other power options you can go with besides the single V8 300?
You can put anything on this you want. You can put a Suzuki, you can put a Yamaha, you can go with the new Yamaha 350. We haven't tried a 400 V10 or a 350 V10 yet, but it can definitely accommodate the weight. We put a 450R on one before. Yeah. So
you put twins on any of these?
We put twin 150.
All right. So the option's available if you guys are interested in that. So show us what this thing can do, man. Let's jump it up on plane. You guys also put Seakeeper rides on some of these. What do we got on this boat?
This boat's got a pair of Lenkos.
Lenkos?
Standard 12x12 Lenkos.
You guys got options depending on what you guys would like to do, and reach out to Josh if you want some more information on that. But let's go ahead and pop it up on plane, see what it can do. Now we're not going to pretend it's rough out here. We're in the bay. It storms everywhere, actually. So it's maybe a 2-footer every now and then, but you can see how quick we jump up on plane with that V8 300. How much fuel we have on the boat right now? Half tank?
45 gallons.
Like 45, 50 gallons of fuel.
Filled with water.
Full 20-gallon water, freshwater tank full. And that V8 just has crazy low-end torque. And you can see how quick we get up to 48 miles an hour. And the boat is incredibly solid. Why don't we slow down and do some maneuvers? And this is straight B bottom, no steps on this boat, correct?
Yes, no, straight B.
Hey, it's a turn at 40 miles an hour. Not bad at all. One thing I always notice on boats that I run is if you hear any sort of noise. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, I caught that in the groin region. I'll survive. I'm good. But you can usually tell on a hull you know, if it's making any noises or anything, and that's one thing I can appreciate on a, you know, this is a 3-piece build. Everything comes together and becomes one solid piece. And when you hit, you know, anything offshore, any solid chop, my favorite thing is to hear nothing at all, if possible. So a very solid boat. Again, we've seen these things built from beginning to end over at Josh's facility from years ago. We've done some projects together, so we know the type of work that he does. And it's just an absolute gorgeous boat, what they put together here. Now that we got some of that, let's go through the boat in detail. Let's go ahead and start off at the bow. This boat has a 9.2 beam, so it is beamy for a 23-footer. You can see that faux tow rail painted there. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna start off with the anchor locker. They do have that tube in there to hold a fortress style anchor in place, so it's not just flapping around, you know, everywhere that you go. High quality hardware. And up here in the bow, you got 3 different options. This one is the open version with a step. This has some storage here to be able to throw some dock lines and things in there, but you can also do 2 separate forward seating pods, or you can do a coffin box option, and the coffin box option can be glassed in to make it a full piece. You can have it separate, so it's removable. So depending on what you're gonna do with the boat, you can either pull it in or pull it out and just have it comfortable for any application. You have 3 insulated in-deck boxes starting with the bow. This is the largest one. Good space. You can throw a lot of stuff in there if you're gonna make a longer run, or, you know, some larger fish if you're gonna do that sort of thing. We have an insulated cooler as well in front of the forward seat, as well as seating for 2. Really nice upholstery with diamond stitch in this one in particular. And then you have access to your rigging hidden behind this backrest. Pop this open, so if you need to troubleshoot anything in here, it's really easy to get in and out. Making our way to the helm, you can see how simple and clean this thing is. Has that faux teak helm pod here, again giving it that sportfish look and feel. You got your Garmin MFD off to the left, your vessel view, fusion head unit, switch panel, backlit, and your binnacle off to the right, your steering wheel and your VHF off to the left. All the hardware on the boat is Gemlux. They have under gunnel lighting under the whole thing. This boat holds 145 gallons of fuel and 20 gallons of fresh water, and they have the fresh and raw water outlets right here at the transom. They do a really nice job with the hardtop. It's like very low profile. I personally am not a huge fan of those hardtops that have all kinds of bubbles and stuff in it. Again, that's me personally. Everyone has their likes, but it's really nice how they get that piping and put it against the fiberglass up top, and then just everything real nice and clean with a simple polycarbonate screen up in the front. Then your leaning post, again, simple, clean. You got storage underneath here, seating for 2 cup holders, backrest, vertical rod storage. And then back here behind it, you have some storage for some buckets. For us, it's some camera gear, a drone that's slightly sliding out, and then some Plano boxes up top. Let me crack open the starboard fish box so you can get a look at that. Good space, insulated. You can add maceration if you'd like, otherwise it drains into the bilge. Let me show you that bilge area. Nice and clean, everything is finished. It is bucketed. As you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. Easy to get in and out, good sized storage hatch as well. They have a really nice seating setup. There's a 35-gallon live well underneath this hidden, so if you're gonna fish, you just slide this thing off, take the backrest out of these rod holders, and you're ready to rock and roll. But otherwise, you take the family out. It's nice to have that versatility and be able to sit, you know, 2 adults and maybe even a child in the middle, and have this thing, you know, removable when you need it. There you have it. There is our walkthrough on the beautiful 23 Stoner there behind me. As you can see it pull away, you can see that tumble home transom, the bow flare. Absolutely gorgeous boat if you're into that styling. This one again is headed to Palmer's Cove up in Connecticut. So if you're interested, by the time you see this video, it might not be around yet, but if it is, reach out to those guys if you're in the area. If not, reach out to Josh Stoner directly at Stoner Boatworks. My name is Alan, center consoles only. Like, subscribe if you find this content useful. We appreciate your support always. Thanks, guys.